Hello everyone, it's Tyler here. Sorry, I have a key underneath this to hold my phone up. Today we are looking at probably one of the most hard to find Kenmores of the late 50s and early 60s. 1960 Lady Kenmore Kenkart. Previous video I just made literally 30 seconds ago featured this machine with its power nozzle. It is a monstrosity. Hold on, I'm gonna pick the phone up. Quit being lazy. It is a monstrosity. It is so funky. We're not going to be using the Power Mate because I can't. I just made a video with it, so watch that video if you haven't seen it yet. Here's your handle. And Sears, I don't know what they were thinking in this day and age. They were very innovative. I'll give them that. Here's your wands. Now these are friction fit wands. These are not push button wands. And I believe these are original to this machine. I got this machine from a fellow collector, and he kindly enough sold it to me. Here, I have better examples, but see the K? This is a Whirlpool built machine. Through and through. Nobody else built it. I don't care. Nobody else built it. It has an electric hose. Like I said, the electric hose in the previous video that would have been about out to here. I have a couple of examples, but they're not operational. The one is the little knobs on the end for the electrical connection is destroyed. Now, interestingly, it has this. Funnily enough, I don't think they could have that till after Hoover, because I believe Hoover invented that. So, Sears is your best buy. For canisters, yeah, tanks went to probably Electrolux. Remember, a tank sits flat like a cylinder, and then a canister is something funky like this. Sears was always thinking of something in this day and age. So here's your hard floor brush, which works very well. And honestly, this is your that's your hardwood floors, and this is your carpet. We will be using this. Now notice it's friction fit. All of this stuff is friction fit. They didn't have locking wands, so I believe this is correct. It didn't have locking wands. And this is somewhat bent, or I just gotta fix it. I believe your hose would have went up here, and then your cord wraps around here, and it's kind of held down in position, and that's spring loaded. They didn't sell many of these. It's not in perfect condition, but it is nice. Now, this machine, it is plugged in, so it's funky. So here's your actual, oops, I shouldn't have gotten up on it. But you pull this piece up. It is ridiculous. Why they did that, I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to do this with one hand. Okay, there. So this machine, this is your actual power plant. And it's 2-speed. Here is your cart. Now your cart itself isn't that heavy, and ironically, made out of metal. Now this fits over onto this. This just looks like everything else Sears was doing at this time. Here's a handle for carrying it, and the wheels are squeaky, so apologize. there's the inside. Now the inside's in meticulously nice shape. There's your motor, standard Lamb motor of the day. And I believe this takes a 5009. So, those of you who don't know anything about Sears bags, every machine had something different in its day, and oh my god, they're ridiculous. They're hard to find nowadays. Fortunately, sorry, I hit the wrong button. Fortunately for me, other collectors looking for bags and thrift stores and friends, I've managed to get up a nice little stock. So here's the machine itself. You have high and low. Here's low. If I had to guess, probably about 30 to 35 inches. It's about what everything else tested of the day, so it's actually fairly quiet. And there's full throttle. Decent suction. So, I'm going to move this over here, set it down where I can get a halfway decent view of the living room without having the damn key in the way. Give me a second, I want to pause the video. Okay, so, shut this thing off. When you're putting it back in, hopefully you get a halfway decent view. It's hard to do it. At the bottom, you can wrap your cord up around this. Now this 1160680 from this early time frame. This is a 1960 model, 110 to 120 volts, 25 to 60 cycles, AC, 7 amps. Serial number 637716. Funky. These two hold the machine in place. And there is direct connect in here, so you can get direct connect to your electric hose, oddly enough. Like I said, friction fit, not worried about that. Wands are in really nice shape. And here we are, we're going to vacuum. Now, no machine likes to shrug. I honestly don't like to shrug on how it vacuums. There's just too funky. And then this thing, it's like dragging around the coffee table. You gotta kind of push down a little hard. This feels like nice, but powerhouse is still way more fun. But honestly, straight suction is how people clean for years, and like super uploading or something crazy like that. It's not doing an absolute wonderful job, but it's going on. So, here's the wands. Suction relief. There's this. Here's our dusting brush, and see if I can get a quick view. So we're going to vacuum the lamp. Oh, we need to do it on low. So kick it down to low. I just moved the lamp everywhere. There's not a thing in here, so it kind of moves around. And you do your tables. And do your speakers, if you so happen to have any. So, doing them doing them like a normal person would, you shouldn't have any issues. There's my jerry rig setup. And doing with this with two hands was never intended. Here's your crevice tool. So we're going to open it up. Let's see, something in here. Probably some dust in here. You get your, you see it's bent a little bit. I have better ones, but I leave it with the machine. That is horribly bent. Years of sitting in there, I'm sure. Let's go see. It's my change jar. And right here on the floor, get a couple cobwebs. The dog runs around the house all the time, so she makes a big ass mess through the day. Now let's try and do the couch. See if I can set. Yeah, I might be able to set it. Hold on, come on. There we go. I set it on top of the speaker. Now I'll put the key. There we go. So you got your pillows, move your pillows. I need to do the couch. I'll shut it on. Like a normal person probably wouldn't shut it on, but I'm going to move it over. Eventually I'll get a better camera set up. So I'm going to turn it on high, but I'm going to leave the suction relief valve open. Oh, underneath is dirty. Perfect. So, crumbs. Yeah, crumbs and other stuff. So, clean that. Perfect. So, I actually did some damage. So, I'll put this one back in. This couch has been all over the oh, this side's even worse. We eat on the couch and all the couch food, and then from when it was in storage, it doesn't help either. So I lost that. Not bad amount of coal. Seems to work pretty good. So, yeah. She likes to lay on the couch despite not liking it. There. Drop the key, oh well. So, try to do this one-handed. Truth be told, I wouldn't. Truth be told, I wouldn't. If I was a housewife back in the 1950s, and my husband bought me this from the Sears catalog, or took me to Sears and bought me this machine, I'd probably be a little pissed at him. Honestly, they're funky. They're cool collector's items because there are just so few of them around, and this thing keeps coming out. Oh well. Oh no, I want to do the hardwood floor. Hold on. So, if you're like me and forget, take your hardwood floor tool out. Set the camera down. Dog is wondering what the heck I'm doing over here. So, here we are. Let's kick her on high. And honestly, the hardwood floor tool, the tools work good. This is when machines had tools that weren't toys. But God, look at this thing. Maneuvering it around a more than one floor house, which fortunately our house is a single floor home, I wouldn't do it. If it was a tight knit house, no, I couldn't do it. there we go. So, let's see what we've got now. I think this thing, oh god, yeah. Yeah, the dog's hair lays everywhere. So, clean that off here in a few seconds. So, this is what I do whenever I clean off. I usually clean off the pool. Especially, so, just clean up all the dust. Now, it's not going to be perfect because I'll probably use it again later this week. But I'm going to put it up and I'll... So there it is, all back together. Heavy machine. Probably close to 30 pounds. If I had to guess. With the power nozzle, good luck. These did not sell well, for good reason, just like the Whisper Tones did. A year later, 1961 Lady Kenmore. They're expensive. I believe these were $125, which is over $1,000, and if you were to calculate it with an inflation calculator. The tools are good. Actually, they're great. I love the tools on these old Kenmores. Now, a good daily driver, possibly. The problem is bags. Well, you can modify them. But truth be told, dragging this thing through the house, running into furniture, you know, maneuvering through all this stuff where you can hit stuff. Now I'm maneuvering it. It maneuvers decently. The front wheels are swivel casters. They are not, in their day they were not practical machines, and even today this couldn't be your only vacuum cleaner. It is very cool, and I love that Lady Kenmore logo on the front of it. It is such an attractive logo. I love this machine as a collector's item, but I do not love it. I would not love it if I were a housewife. Come here, Sheba. Here's Miss Sheba. She's going to say hi. She's this one, Sheba. She's the reason why we always have to vacuum. She's just a sweetheart. Look at her. She's not a fan of vacuum cleaners. But truth be told, this machine would not fare well in a normal home, more than 2 floors. If it was more than 2 floors, or a split level home, which were very common in the 60s. No way, no how. Wealthier people had to afford them. And they just did not sell. They were too cumbersome and too awkward. So they had to think of something else, and they ended up coming up with the Lady Kenmores, and then 63 they were gone, so they went to something a lot smaller, and Sears after that made the Power Mates that a lot of people know and love, and those things are great cleaners. Their hoses just don't hold up well. I hope you guys liked the video. This is a different machine. I think it's the only one on YouTube, so... The name Lady Kenmore was their top-of-the-line name for a few years. And this was one of my dream machines, and I about screeched when I found the power nozzle for it. From a fellow collector, I got a bunch of his stuff earlier this year, so that's where that power nozzle came from. And I want to thank Tom Gasco for the other power nozzle, which I did in the previous video, so go ahead and watch that. And this is this machine, so please like and subscribe, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you. Bye.